burnout. A colleague came to me the other day and asked about how to manage their burnout. So many of us have suffered from burnout in today's work environment, between managing all of your to-dos, context switching, meetings, if you have kids, life and work. It can all result in a feeling of just like running on empty. And it's your responsibility, it's our responsibility to manage our energy, to take care of ourselves, to manage our burnout, not someone else's. It's not your manager's responsibility. It's not your company's responsibility. You and you alone are accountable for managing burnout. And the reason that burnout is so bad is that it can take you out of the game, and anything that can take you out of the game needs to be avoided. It doesn't matter if it's burnout in your work. It doesn't matter if it's financially. You need to stay in the game. And there's this notion that if I take time to deal with burnout, I take time for myself to make sure that I'm healthy, it's contrary to somehow the hard work ethos of the company. It's counter to the interests of the company. And this is a completely false narrative. If you're not able to bring your best self to work, if you don't have high energy, if you're not taking that time to manage your energy and your burnout, you're not going to be effective at work. So all of the stuff that you do to manage burnout is toward helping the company, is toward doing your best work. Burnout affects our performance and it affects our decision-making capabilities. When we have less energy, we are not as effective at making good decisions, which is going to affect everything. So, few tips that I discussed with this colleague. Firstly, prioritize your health. Health is my number one priority. If I'm not feeling good, I'm no good to my company, I'm no good to my family, and that's going to have a big effect on your burnout. Some simple but not easy things that we can do to prioritize our health. Firstly, sleep, of course. Make sure that I'm getting 7 hours. Exercise, diet, and limiting alcohol. Alcohol will affect your sleep. It will affect your energy. It will affect your decision-making capabilities and all that. Second, limit bad pixels. Bad pixels. The world is full of them. Instagram, TikTok. This is junk food for your brain. How do you feel after eating a full bag of chips? That's what scrolling TikTok for 30 minutes or watching Instagram stories for 30 minutes will do to you. It will sap your energy. You have a finite amount of energy every day, and you are using your precious energy on junk food pixels. Limit that. Thirdly, make time for joy. This is critical. So find what it is that gives you joy, gives you energy outside of work. It might be something inside of work, whether it's playing sports, whether it's playing with your kids, whether it's reading, hanging out with friends or family. You need to make time for it. Taking a walk, taking a hike, skiing, whatever it is. All of this is actually in service to everyone around you, including your work, including your company. You need to make time for joy. Next, audit your calendar. I assure you there are meetings in your calendar that are ineffective, or you don't need to be in them, or they don't need to happen. Shopify recently canceled all recurring meetings across their company so that people could really assess whether those meetings were necessary. They also published a tool to show people the cost of having a meeting, the people's salaries who are in the meeting being the cost. And despite the death to the meeting narrative, we need meetings. They are essential for collaboration. We work in teams. We need to communicate. Not everything can be async through Slack, but you are absolutely in meetings that you don't need to be. So if you see a meeting on your calendar you don't think that you need to be in, voice your opinion. Let the organizer know. Give them an opportunity to communicate their thoughts about whether you are needed in the meeting. I think sometimes you'll find that you're not needed in the meeting. And nobody can do great work with back-to-back meetings all day. It's just not possible. So carve out time in your calendar for deep work, non-meeting times, and make sure that you leave space in your calendar. Next, get outside. For nearly all of human history, we've lived outside in the bush. It's really only been in the last couple decades that we've become chained to our desks and our computers. So we're not evolved to be inside all day. We need to get outside. It's healthy for our emotions. So I'll get up in the middle of the day, 1 p.m. I'll go outside for a walk, even if it's just 20 minutes. It helps manage your burnout. Finally, if you're a manager, ask your team about their health. How are they doing? How is their emotional health? Are they taking time to take care of themselves and ask them about burnout. Again, it's your job to manage your burnout. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe.